Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. SushiSwap, AAVE, KUSAMA, they're making gains. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ether, they're holding the line out there. I want to talk about the swap. I want to talk about some of these DeFi coins. I want to talk about some of the moves that I'm excited about. Shout out to Stimp1024. Just donated 1,000 BitTorrents over there on DLive. Make sure you're following me on DLive. Kaboom. And One Lemon as well. Thank you, Athlete. As well, Stimp1024, all the boomers out there. I am multi-streaming using Restream.io. You can find me both on DLive and on YouTube. Make sure you're linking down below. You're hitting all the buttons. 1, 2, 3, the bada bings. Like, subscribe, post notification bell. Ding, ding. Shout out to Stimp. I see you over there. Thank you for that 1,000 BTT. Thank you so much about that. Let me go ahead and turn off these coins, share my screen. Make sure you're following me on DLive. I want to check out the network over here, CoinGecko. You could see SushiSwap is the gainer of the day. Okay, SushiSwap, the competitor to Uniswap over there. And then you got Elron, AAVE, and KUSAMA. They're making gains right now. These are, I don't know much about Elron, to be honest, but AAVE and KUSAMA, they're DeFi, and then you got Yearn as well. Thor, I don't know much about. It's a little bit newer, but it's been making gains. Yearn, of course, KUSAMA and AAVE, they're pretty solid. They're on the DeFi. You could see the DeFi coins are coming back. The DeFi, making Sushi's made some serious gains. Okay, that's after, of course, dumping for a while, but now it's springing back. Chainlink sideways, but the talk here with these DeFi coins is AAVE, Yearn, Uniswap. I mean, they're all up, okay? All of them are up. So it's really not only just SushiSwap, it's the DeFi coins are up, okay? Shout out to DeFi, and I'll tell you that the next big play question mark may be that WISE token. I'm going to be honest with you. I think it's doing DeFi the right way. I'm going to talk about it in a little while. It's the one I'm focusing on the most. You're going to hear me talking more and more about this thing because the more I look into it, the more excited I get, and the more ETH I'm probably going to throw on it. Link down below. WISE token. Anyhow, I expect it to once it debuts next month, I expect it to be at least in the top 10 here. Okay. So yeah, right now it's the swap. How's SushiSwap doing out here? Sushi number 15. Sushi's moving. Sushi's been doing all right, but there's a lot of greenery on the dexes. And I think as, institutions are here, they're getting their Bitcoins, their ETH, they're looking around. And, DeFi, it's been the talk this year, but I think it's going to even be more of the buzz going into 2021. Yeah, people know about the bits. They know about the ETHs. It's obvious. Institutions are going in there. I mean, the bits and the ETH are going to stay. Expect all-time highs for both of them coming soon to a coin market cap near you, in my opinion. But as far as, the 2, 3, 4 X's and more, they may be made in the DeFi space. Okay, and that's why I'm really looking into WISE. I think it's the one that I'm most excited about. Obviously, I'm happy about Bitcoin, approaching 20K, Ether approaching, cracking 600, approaching maybe even 700 or 1,000 soon. Ripple even has done good, and I don't even care about Ripple. Litecoin has done excellent. I mean, there's a lot of coins that have done excellent, but the question is, what coins are going to really put on those rocket boosters, those thrusters, those 3, 4, 5x. There's some coins that may even 10x or more. And while Bitcoin and Ether are going up, I don't expect Bitcoin to 10x. I don't expect it even a 5x at this point. Maybe 5 years from now, but I'm talking about in 2021. Okay. And the DeFi space is moving. SushiSwap, AAVE, that DeFi. I think once people secure the bags with Bitcoin and ETH, especially those institutional investors, they're going to be looking into ways to make more gains. And of course, this Ether 2.0 is coming, or it's been activated, and you're going to be able to stake your ETH, somewhere around 10% APY. But there is risk and rewards of staking on ETH 2.0. And let's look at this CoinDesk article talking about some of the valid points, the risk and rewards of staking ETH 2.0. So the average validator income right now would be 0.00403 ETH per day, considering the number of active validators. And you can, read some of the mathematics, but it's somewhere, around 10% APY. So you could read, some of the risk and rewards, but there's ETH. I mean, at 10, let's say it's even 15% MPY with ETH, and that's cute. I mean, that's great. You secure your bag, you're getting 10% APY. That's cool, but you're not talking about major gains. And in the midst of a bull run, there's always a handful of altcoins, or usually a handful of altcoins that really put on those rocket boosters. And we're looking for those, okay? And, it seems to me like the DeFi coins are going to be the ones that continue to put on the stellar gains, if you ask a boomer such as myself. Let's look over here on Cointelegraph and see if there's anything that really pops up here. Bitcoin moves 500K around the globe every second. Wow, that's incredible. And you got even PayPal CEO calling on the crypto industry to work hand in hand with regulators. And I expect that to come. Very nice. Let's look at the prices over here on CoinDesk. Shout out to Irving Kaboom. Good morning to everybody. Drop a comment. We're been fired up for about 5-10 minutes out here. I'm looking the math. It seems like the DeFi coins are really pulling ahead. The SushiSwap, the Dexes, your AAVEs, and others. I think the main gains are going to be made in DeFi. As Bitcoin and ETH keep going, they're going to be leading the charge. Bitcoin, ETH leading the charge, and then you're going to see high volatility on these DeFis, as we've already seen. They're going to go up and down, and some of the gains may be made there. So I'll keep an eye on it. And of course, some of these other alts like Litecoin, they're it's probably going to hit 100, but that's not as exciting. I'm looking for, while I stack my Bitcoin and ETH, there's a portion of the bag that I'm considering going more speculative and risky, and I'm looking for at least a 2-3x. And, I think that, there's something there with Wise, guys. It's going to be the first alternative coin, variable in price, that is backed by Ethereum. Okay, so right now there's 26,000 ETH. There's 30 more days to reserve Wise. On the beginning of the year, all the ETH in the contract, 90% of it is going to be moved into Uniswap liquidity. Those keys will be burned, so that liquidity just can't be removed all at once. So this token is going to be backed by a lot of ETH. It's the first token that I've seen that has a substantial amount of ETH backing in it, and it's variable in price. Of course, we know the stable coins are backed by ETH, like DAI is backed by ETH, and other stable coins are backed by ETH, and that's how they're minted. But Wise is minted backed by ETH, okay? And we're in the reservation period now. So, I'm telling you guys, do the math out here, read through this, but I think this is going to be a boomer, okay? I think this is going to be a boomer. Have a look at the original Hex instead. Yeah, and this is building on Hex. This is building on Hex, and in fact, this is going to be bigger than Hex, guys. Hex doesn't have 90% of the more going straight to liquidity, and it doesn't burn the LP tokens. So it's going to be. And that's not to throw shade at Hex. Hex is great, but this is going to be, in my opinion, even better. So Hex is great. If you're excited about Hex, look at Wise as well, okay? And it's more than a copy; it's an improvement, okay? Because there's going to be insurance contracts. This is burning the LP tokens. There's zero team. There's a lot going here, and I know some of the Hex guys are getting salty because Wise may be taking some market share. But again, guys, don't be one of these crypto guys that plays, that falls in love with the token. Okay, it's not a team. Okay, guys, you could be holding both Hex, Wise, Ether, Bitcoin. They're not competing against each other necessarily. And don't fall in love is what I'm trying to say out there. Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Chainlink, Yearn Finance, Uniswap. Boom, boom. Yeah, they're moving. Boom, boom, boom. Hex community is way bigger than Wise, and on both Telegram groups. Yeah, but right now, if Wise went live on Uniswap, it'd be number 10. Okay, so the community is significant enough for you not to ignore it. So, just putting it out there, guys. Don't be one of these guys. Don't be one of these guys. And you seem like you're one because you got Hex in your name. And, don't be monogamous to coins there, Mr. Hex. This is a polyamorous industry where you could have more than one coin. Anyhow, let's check out. Let me put 50 over here on the lemon chest. We got 5 people over there on D Live. Kaboom. And I want you guys to do the math on that. Tron have connected TRX to Steam. Says Stimp 1024. Yeah, I think that that was the plan, or if it seems like maybe that may have happened. It's been a while since I've used Steam. Ever since they kind of split up to the Hive thing or whatnot. And let me tell you something. Steam, for what it's worth, changed the game, to be honest with you. I mean, I'll tell you, Steam, one of my favorite blockchains to use. I mean, I've used it for years. I haven't used it as of late. And, you know, you can criticize it or whatnot. But it did a lot for the game. So, yeah, check out Wise. And again, you know, don't be monogamous to coins. You could look at both of them. But make sure that you use a link on Wise because you get a 10% bonus, whether it be mine or somebody else's. Let's look at the stock market quotes and see how things are hanging and banging over there. You got the S&P trading sideways along with the Dow. So it looks like everything's kind of stable for the day. Let's look at the currency index. The Dixie there at 91.2. It's going down. Dollar weakening. Dollar's weakening. Bonds. 10-year looking strong at 0.95. Extremely nice. Looking good. Tony says, Champagne, have you ever thought about becoming a blockchain developer? Not really. I'm not a developer as far as like I don't do coding and stuff like that. You know, I'm not. I'm a blockchain enthusiast, and I'm into obviously crypto media. But as far as getting behind the hood and doing the development with the coding or whatnot, that's not me. But it certainly seems something cool. But I'm not that guy. I've tried learning some coding and programming with R and Python, and I know a few commands here and there, but it's just really not my thing. I don't know if it's for me. Probably someone else be better at doing that. But yeah, as far as development, I mean, if you know how to code and you could do blockchain stuff, obviously it's a boomer. I mean, that's obvious. I wasn't sharing my screen. So you can see what's catching my attention today is these bonds, the 10-year bond there at 0.951, which is incredible. This is extremely stock market bullish, and I would expect more for the stocks to keep going up. Now, at the end of the day, I keep a close eye to the stocks because, believe it or not, the correlation between the bits and the legacy markets is stronger than it was before. Okay, especially when you have so much funny money being printed out in the legacy markets. A lot of that is making its way into crypto. Shout out to Christozilla. Shout out to Liam. Finally made a live stream. Good morning, sir. And let's take a quick look at ETH against Bitcoin. It's the one I've been looking at the most, really tracking that price. 0.031. It's still, technicals are still reading buy ETH against Bitcoin, and I would expect this to go up. Really, it's year to date, Ether has outperformed Bitcoin by about 70%. And I expect it to follow that path going into 2021. Look at that, buy. Look at that. That's for the 1 day, the 1 week, and the 1 month. So interesting. Check that out. Let me pass out these coins. I'm going to keep this live stream short. This week, I'm going to do very short live stream. I've been doing a lot of work. I told you I've been working the land literally out there, doing some landscaping and yard work, and I'm doing a lot actually. One man show out there. I've like I told you guys, I've removed over 2,000 pounds of gravel in the past couple of days. So it's been fun. I mean, some vitamin D, and like I said, make sure you get outside. A lot of the crypto space is always behind the computer, and in isolation, and I'm there too. But it's good to get behind, stand up, get up from behind the computer, stand up, do some work, get your hands dirty, and get some fresh air. What state are you in? I'm in the internet state. I'm only existing virtually, Tony. I'm actually an AI. Kaboom. So yeah, let me pass out these tokens. Distribute rewards. Click claim rewards on your end, guys. "21 seconds. Shout out to the funny bunnies tuning in. There's a few of them. See who the lucky winners today are. Christozilla, 25 athlete. Christozilla, an athlete, always pulling ahead. Stimp also getting some gains over there at 11.1 lemons. Shout out to you maniacs. Thank you, Christozilla, for the 2 ice cream donation. And we do this every single day. Every single day out there, guys. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm excited about Wise like no other. People are saying it's like Hex. People from the Hex community are a little salty because they know what's coming, okay? What's coming is the first token that's backed by ETH, okay? 90% of this ETH is being locked up. The keys are thrown away. It's got a price floor. Right now, if it debuted, it'd be top 10 on Uniswap. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to be moving more ETH into this. And again, it just the success of Hex, and then this is being built better. I feel like both are going to win. I think that a lot of things are going to win. And spread the love. It's the crypto way, okay? And again, don't be monogamous with coins. Don't be monogamous with coins, guys. Be polyamorous with the crypto. Be monogamous with your wife. Okay, guys? Be monogamous in your matrimony. Not with the cryptos, guys. Spread the love. It's the crypto way. You could stake both Hex and Wise and make both gains. Okay? You can have Bitcoin and ETH. And shit, you could even have Bitcoin and Ripple nowadays. Okay? But just make sure you don't have any Satoshi vision. Kaboom. Funny to the funniest bunny. Snipe them out the box. Indeed. Shout out to all you crypto maniacs. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll be back tomorrow with the good crypto word. Keep stacking and keep packing. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Thank you.